Hey guys, welcome back. We're gonna take a look at the new set of threads here. The first one, Pok-Emotions, number one, Curious. We have PFM here saying, inspired by the thread from Watsy Fetish, I bring you Pok-Emotions 1, Curious. So we'll read through the rules here. I thought this was kind of neat, and I'd like to hear what your guys' favorite is. If there's any cards that come to mind, just let me know what the set name and number and Pokemon is, I guess, and we can figure it out from there. But here, the goal is simple. I give an emotion. You find a card that perfectly captures that emotion, and you post an image here. Don't care enough to find an image. You can still participate by liking the cards you think really capture the target emotion. Guidelines. Try to keep it to one card per post. You can make multiple posts, but keep it to 3 posts max so that you're not taking the best ones and keeping others from participating. For posterity, write out the card/set name and text in addition to an image so broken images don't ruin the thread for people 5 years from now. As these are just guidelines, won't be enforcing them, but try to follow them. This is experimental. I may do more depending on how it goes and if people enjoy this. If you want to quickly browse images, I suggest this site, pkmncards.com/sets. I agree. That's the set or the site that we usually use for the artist spotlight videos on the channel here. If you haven't seen those are a blast. It's cool too. There's always a few that you see from an artist that you're just like, I would have never guessed. Some artists have the same style. Something like a Yukimori. If you got like a clay Pokemon, there's a good chance that's going to be a Yukimori, and it's easily identifiable, or like a Kamiya or something like that. But let's get into here. We got PFM starting off with, here's an example of what I'm looking for. Keep in mind, this is just your interpretation of the art. Feel free to provide an explanation if you want. Feebas, EX Emerald. We got him seeing the Pokeball lure there. We got the Himeno artwork, of course. PFM, definitely a Himeno fan, from what I've gathered. Fourth star has a Plusle here from Legendary Treasures. Curious, yeah, but probably also, I don't know what exactly this emotion would be. It's some sort of like sporting event going on. So like maybe more like an anticipation, but could be curious, could be. Maybe depending on if he's curious of what's going on, if he doesn't know the rules. Coop 13, Teddy Ursa, Chikorita, Half Deck 8. I'd say he's looking at you. Maybe hasn't seen a human before. Maybe hasn't seen a real life human before. Looking out of the card artwork. Tap here with Bidoof Pop Series 6. I always imagined the Bidoof finding some sort of camera up there in the trees and being dumbfounded by it. Yeah, kind of makes sense. Gives you like the almost like wildlife photography kind of vibes where the Pokemon might be confused why there's somebody out in the woods taking pictures of them. We got Papa Frank Grodd with the Grimer, the pre-edit Grimer with the upskirt. Grimer from Rocket, uncensored pedo art, aka every full art supporter collector. I don't know what is this? Are you throwing the jabs in at the full art supporter collectors? All right, we got Niche, who says, I can see him saying, the heck is that up there? Definitely. I don't know. This would be maybe like a cautious or like a, not sure. Not sure exactly. Curious, maybe. Shadowless, Joltik, Plasma Storm, don't try at home, kids. Yeah, it took me a minute when I was taking a look through this thread the first time to realize what was going on here, but we got kind of a side angle. This is it's a power outlet, so, and then this is a cover of sorts, I guess, to protect your Joltik from shocking itself, which I guess it eats electricity because it's like it's a tick that's electric. Puppy Fan, a youthful Flaffy staring back in wonder at the lights illuminated from the power of its own tail, experimenting with childlike abandon. Yeah, that's neat. For some reason, I forgot this was a thing. This would be like a perfect card for like a holiday set or whatever, like the advent calendar. I'm very excited for that coming out, but it's a little bit disappointing that they didn't go with all new artwork and very like Christmas or a holiday theme. Eevee Team. A lot of the Pokemon are like ice type and whatever, which fits. Delibird always, because Delibird is pretty much Santa Claus. Eevee Team. Eevee is looking back, saying, "You talking about me?" Yeah, maybe curious or distracted. Not sure what that Eevee's doing on the table. Not exactly good behavior. Eevee Team. Eevee saying, "Hey, how did you two get up there?" Referring to Espeon and Umbreon on the runes. Could be. Or if it's anything like the recent anime episodes, could be the Eevee just very curious about the evolutions that it comes across each time. Psyduck, we get Psyduck, Fossil, Psyduck. I don't know. I think it's more a headache than it is curious, but he is looking at his own reflection. Interesting. Munchlax from SM10A GG End in Japan, or Unified Minds in English. I'm not sure what he's looking up at exactly, but does look curious of sorts. Quibble, can I hear someone shouting eggs don't live in trees? Yeah, they sure don't. Well, I guess if he was if it was an egg that was going to hatch into a bird or something, like an owl, probably. Coil, we got the Aeron from EX, Ruby and Sapphire. Definitely curious. He's got the little mouth, the little round mouth. Looking up, trying to figure out what's going on. Maybe seeing daylight for the first time, if he's a youngster and or was in a cave for the entirety of his existence. Moss Deep with Detective Pikachu, 10 out of 18. Detective Pikachu SM170. Pretty sure this breaks the rules. You were only supposed to post one per post. But yeah, definitely curious, definitely investigating. I think a lot of these are more on the investigation end than they are on the curious end, but I guess they're kind of one and the same thing, depending on context. Quaidor, I'll see if I can find a suitable Pikachu artwork in my Pikachu collection for each of the emotions to come to this thread. For curious, this was the first one that came to mind. We got Breakthrough. Very cool. Definitely curious, definitely startled or something. Looking over. We got Pichu Fan. Looking at the lightning in the background. Pichu 20 out of 100 from EX Sandstorm. Definitely curious. Maybe wondering what's going on with the electricity, being an electric type. We got Sherb, who gives us this Hitmontop. This screams that Hitmontop was curious about trying to spin around, but went a little too fast and is getting out of control. Maybe. He's almost got he's got the like Beyblade line kind of on the ground there. First time spin to win. Trainer Jack gives us this Torchic, 66 out of 100 EX Crystal Guardians. Maybe curious what the crystals are doing there. The art style doesn't really lend itself well to emotion, but I guess going to check out the crystals, seeing what's going on. Mudkip coming out from under the dock. I think that works pretty well. Primal Clash. We got Gumi Art Academy Illustration Contest 2015. Wow, is that really me? Looking down at the puddle, which is interesting because it's like the card looks like it's just the Gumi there, but it is definitely the we're only seeing the reflection of the Gumi. Very nice. Way Too Slowbro giving us the Slowbro, looking at the, I don't know if this is supposed to be ground in a cave, I guess. It kind of looks like a water pattern, but it doesn't. It seems like it's a solid surface. I was extremely tempted to post Fossil Slowpoke, Slowbro, 18 out of 70. We got Muck here with the Cubone from Vending. Looking around the corner, a little shy action. Muck up says I can post 2 when they're in separate posts each. So yeah, Trico, so curious of the scent. It climbs down the whole tree just to smell the flower. Yeah, I get it. Lugi's Lair, 249, gives us the Charmander, who is lighting the grass on fire. Probably, maybe accidentally. Maybe for the first time, figuring out how the flame on its tail works. Although I'm interested here because the flame on the Charmander's tail can set grass on fire. Why is it that the Ponyta flame doesn't burn anyone that's riding the Ponyta? Watsy Fetish gives us a Tangela here, who is that how they drink water? I guess it's just searching for food when looking on attack number 1, but whatever. Nutritional support. Search your deck for a Leaf Energy card and attach it to one of your Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Yeah, looking for there are leaves in here, so maybe it's looking for the grass energy from the it's bobbing for leaves. Dragonite with the Squirtle from Expedition, looking up at the sky. Really cool. Yeah, I get that. Curious what's going on with the stars. Collector, Absol EX Team Magma versus Team Aqua. Looking out over. I think this is more like on alert. What news would you have? Bring me the humans, my lord. Absol visited by the spirit of Arceus, receiving his chores through the divine commune. Yeah, that might be a little bit deep. I don't know if that's what's going on exactly, but maybe. Coil, Magneton, Skyridge 19. Also one of my favorites in general. Yeah, we got the reflective orbs here, and he's kind of taking a look at himself. Pretty cool. Andrew VT 36, Professor Oak's research. Yeah, I'd say that he's probably curious at whatever he's looking into there. That works for sure. AP Spees, we got the Squirtle. Not sure exactly. Are these like little mushrooms or something? Natural corn dogs on the side of the road. We have Zini, who is giving us Quilava, 51 out of 100 from Sandstorm. Curious, or maybe just a little bit concerned that there is a storm coming. Probably not. It looks more like an actual rainstorm than it does a sandstorm, but you never know. Such a beautiful card. Sandshrew / Skyridge. Looking up at the sky, all of them. We have Kurt with the Haunter here. Probably more menacing than it is curious, but I can see how he's looking into something. Kind of like coming in around the corner, grabbing a hold of whatever fence post or whatever this is. Tree with a rope and a screw sticking out of it. Never really thought or wondered what was going on here, but Arceus 42, curious like a lurker shark waiting. Actually, this evolution line does make me think of sharks floating and swimming in air. My first thought pick was going to be Sandshrew above, and it's beautiful seeing it paired with the same pose and shape made by Quilava. The Kasube ORAS Mudkip is to weep for. Philosopho Pokemons. We got Watsy Fetish, Staryu. I don't know. Is this curious? It looks. Is this danger in sight? Oh yeah, maybe it's looking for something. I was thinking it was more trying to do like a ballerina move or something on the. All right, Sakari giving us Field Worker 72 out of 92 EX Legend Maker. Note Mew in background. What Pokemon is more curious than Mew? True. Definitely curious. Love this card. Pretty awesome supporter card. We got a Johnny Macho. Gastrodon 29 out of 114 Steam Siege. Hey Ted, what do you think is down there? I don't know, Bob. Let me take a look. Yeah, maybe. Or is it eating something? Sometimes the attacks of the Pokemon will kind of give that stuff away, but Rainbow Gym. Wow, I really enjoy this way of looking at Pokemon cards. Thanks for making this topic. Mr. Panda Chum. I wonder if Santa will find me this year. Mareep, 2002, McDonald's. 12 out of 18. Yeah, probably looking up at the sky. Maybe it's snowing. Is that what's going on here? Pretty cool. We got Swolpoke, same vibes. We got the same vibes as the Gumi looking in the water. We got the Larvitar looking back at the reflection. Here we can see the Larvitar's legs, or leg. There's another little leg there, looking down at itself. Cerulean, absolutely shocked no one has mentioned this one yet. A Dragonite fossil, 4 out of 82. Perhaps ruminating over how it could possibly have evolved from a blue snake. That's true. Yeah, maybe there's just like a little ponder action going on there. Curious, I don't know. Curious is a hard one because it's like you really gotta think of some story behind it that isn't necessarily really shown. Gyarados. We have the Gyarados swimming through here. I don't know. I was going to say, closest curious Gyarados I could find, though he's likely curious why whatever he's staring at isn't dead yet. Omrot is going to give us this Sandshrew looking off. Not sure if more curious or scared, but it is definitely surprised by something. We got this Clefairy here. Yeah, I'd say this is a pretty good one. Looking off. One of my favorite Sao-Saos. Steven gives us Eevee, Split Earth, E4 / Skyridge. Curious about the cave drawings. I definitely feel Kazuki's artwork captures the emotion of being curious perfectly with her rendition of Eevee. An Eevee feeling adventurous has stumbled into an ancient ruin amongst a vast desert. Although Eevee hesitates at first, its imagination has gotten the best of him / her, and they decide to enter the ancient ruins, hoping to discover something extraordinary. Little did they know, a new discovery awaited them. Once Eevee stepped foot into the ruins, they stumbled across an array of mysterious cave paintings on the walls that depict various people and Pokemon together from a time long ago. Hope I brought some attention and appreciation for this card. I believe it captures the given prompt emotion very well, and the artwork is incredible to boot. Steven. We have Bogus, who gives us a Weeping Bell Jungle. Weeping Bell is curious as to what Pokemon is sitting on its head. True, I am also wondering. It looks like a regular bird to me, but maybe it's an unreleased Pokemon. And that's it. That's all for the thread at this point in time. If you'd like to add to the thread, be sure to do so. And if you have any that maybe were missed or your favorites from the video here, do leave those down in the comment section. I'd love to see your guys' opinions on those sorts of things. But yeah, guys, join the Discord. See you next time. Bye.